everybody. I just came from Duong Park where I saw Margaret Chin. She was out trying to stump for votes. And I was telling my neighbors that some of my neighbors said, hey, do you want to have your picture taken with our city council person? And I said, no, I don't, because I'm not going to be voting for her. I'm voting for the children in the district. I'm voting for justice at Shuan Wan, where my children go to school. Shuan Wan School was one of the first public schools in this country to teach Mandarin and English. But in the last 3 years, after many years of hard work, community investment, the school managed to succeed, having less funding, half the funding of most of the surrounding schools. Our school succeeded, and after 13 years, the Department of Education thought that the Shuan Wan School was serving the Asian community too well, and therefore they had to shut it down. They had to drive out the Asian American children. They have to remove the founding principal. They have to destroy the school. Our school is guilty of serving this community too well. For me, I put my children in this school because I never thought that in this country that my children could learn not only to speak English, but also the language of their grandparents and their ancestors. It was our dream that our children would grow up to be their full selves, to be everything that their grandparents wanted them to be, and that they could be successful people in this country. That's why we sent them to Shuan Wan. And unfortunately, after 3 years of attacks on this school, including DOE investigators who came in, removed children from classrooms without notifying their parents, interrogated them, frightened them, intimidated them, all for what? Because they participated in a Lunar New Year performance. The crime that these children committed was that they celebrated the Lunar New Year. The parents and the grandparents who held their children back, on Chinese New Year Day, well, they were investigated too. They were investigated for celebrating the Chinese New Year. These families have been under incredible stress. The school is home to 600 children. Every single one of those children deserve a quality education. They deserve to be free from fear. They deserve to be free from intimidation. And they should not be interrogated and frightened because they celebrated the Lunar New Year with their families. So I'm asking not only for everybody here to vote for the person who is really representing them, and not to vote. Well, let me tell you actually, in regards to Margaret Chin, when parents in the Shuan Wan School approached her about these horrendous conditions, these horrendous acts of the DOE, Margaret Chin said that she had something better to do, and not only turned their backs on them, she ran away. She ran away from us. And we want somebody who's going to be standing with us and with our children. If you cannot stand with our children, if you cannot stand with our grandchildren, then you cannot have our vote. And you are not truly like us.